session. So today we will be having three kinds of things. First, we will talking about the magic tricks which we will be doing in the summer camp. Then we will be talking about memory and concentration games, how we can introduce games to them so that their concentration memory can be worked on. And the third one which will be there is science experiments. So we are going to teach them about experiments, teaching them what science through experiments. Generally, children read in books about the experiments. So you can do experiments over here just to show them. Demonstration of the experiments is really very important for them to learn. So going to start with the first topic, which is memory and concentration. Okay. So now here, why are we introducing memory and concentration to them is that children are able to think quickly, and by that they are able to build a vocabulary relating to the words which they are playing in that game. So games generally children feel excited. If you will tell children to learn a set of 10 words, they might not be that interested or that excited. So what we can do is we can encourage them to think or develop the learning capability, understanding capability by using memory and concentration games. So here we have given 2-3 game options. You can add more of your memory games over here. So the first one, I'll just explain you what you have to do is that you have to, it is an individual game, not a group game. So first each player will say one word. That means you have made them sit in a line. The first person will say a word. And then the next player will get only 5 seconds to say anything related to the word said by the first person. For example, if the first child said umbrella, the next child within 5 seconds should say something related to umbrella. It can be rain. Okay. Now the third person or the third player will only 5 seconds to say. So the child can say rainbow, seasons, anything related to that. So that is how the game will go on and on. So and the main part is if any player is taking more than 5 seconds to say that word, is saying any word that is not related, so they are out of the game. So whoever stays till the last is the winner. Okay. So for example, if a child is saying apple, the next person or the next player will say banana or fruit, anything related to that. Then the next child is saying dog. So the next child to say anything related to dog. It can be puppy, it can be bone, it can be a pet, anything. Relatable words. It should be a chain of relatable words. This is one type of memory game which we are playing. This is not learning the words, but this is encouraging them to think quickly. There are many children who might know the answer, but they hesitate to speak up. So we have to encouraging them to say fast, not to hesitate. Even if they're thinking, they have to respond quickly. Okay, this was the first game. The next game is tray memory game. Now, what is the objective of this is that we are going to help or sharpen their observation skills. What are the things they have to look at? Things they have to look in details. Okay, detail observation of any object. So here, what are the things which you will be reading is that you will need a small tray where you're going to put all the which you have. Then there should be 10 to 15 objects. Now what you will do when you know a day before that you are going to play that game the next day. So keep a tray ready with 10 to 12 or 15 items ready in that tray so that when you are conducting the summer camp, it is in your easy access. You don't have to go and find for 10 to 12 different things. And then you will need a cloth to cover that tray. Now, what you will do? First, you will arrange all the objects on the tray and then you will ask the children that they have to look for all the objects there on the tray. Give them 1 minute, 40 seconds, 30 seconds to see. Now, once they have just seen all the objects in the tray, you are going to cover that tray and just hide it and remove any two objects. And the children should not see what object you are removing. So you have to cover them or ask them to, now close your eyes, or all of you turn around, or just hide. It should not be in their view. Remove any 2 to 3 objects. Now what you will do, you will ask children, any one of the child to come up and uncover tray. So once they have uncovered it, you have to ask children, like, what 2 objects or what 3 objects is missing out of all the objects you had seen. Okay, and then you have to repeat it. You can do it again and again by removing different objects. This is one way. The other way, what you can do is that you can arrange 10 to 12 or 15 items in a tray. Okay, and give children 30 seconds or 60 seconds to look at the objects. If children are very small, you can take easy objects like a fruit, apple, or you can take any other fruit. You can take a pencil, pen, cotton. You can take any picture of an ice cream thing, ball. You can take any toy. You can take a car, any easy thing for them. Okay, so once you have taken that, you will just arrange it in the tray and then ask them to see it for the next 30 seconds. Now, you will hide the tray and then give them 1 minute to write the objects that were there on the tray. So the child who writes the maximum number of objects is the winner of the game. Okay? So that is how another memory tray game can be done. So with the same set of things, you can play 2 different games. Next, we have memory game word sequence. So now they will make the sequence. Now, how will they make the sequence? Like one child is saying cat. The next child will say cat and another word of his choice. The child can say ball, for example. So first child said cat, second child said ball. Now the third child is saying sun, for example. Okay, so the fourth child will say what? Cat, ball, sun, tree. Now fifth child has to say all. Cat, ball, sun, tree, book. So that is how they are learning the words. Okay? Now this is how you're going to do that sequence game. Till here, anyone has any?
I didn't understand, ma'am.
Sorry?
I didn't understand.
You didn't understand this? Okay. So what you will do is that if you have younger children, you will give them only 5 words. If you have children around 7, 8, 10 years, you can give them 8 words, 10 words. Now what you will do, make the children sit in one line. Okay? If there are 5 children in your summer camp, you will make them sit in a line. The first child will say a word. It can be a word of his or her choice. Okay? Suppose the first child said sun. The next child who is sitting just next will say bat. Now what will happen is that the third child has to say sun, bat, and the word of his choice. It can be tree. So sun, bat, tree. The fourth child will say sun, bat, tree, book. So that is how the sequence will be done.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else?
Thank you,
Any doubt? Now you can take bigger number of words, like 8 words, 10 words, 15 words. It would be very fun for the children to do this. Now the rule of the game will be what? The host. You are the host. You will say the sequence first. Either you can do that way. You will say all the words, cat, ball, bag, tree, sun. Or you can let the children say one word and they will join. Now players will take the turn. Either they will say the entire sequence if you are telling them the sequence before. If you are not telling them the sequence and you are asking them to make their sequence, they will do the same way as I had told you in the first time. And if any of the player will forget any word or change the order of the sequence, they are out of the game. Suppose first one I told children will make their own sequence. And the second option is that you are going to make the sequence. Suppose you made the sequence of the first one as cat, ball, sun, tree, book. You will say the words cat, ball, sun, tree, book. Now the first child will repeat in the order in which you have said, like cat, ball, sun, tree, book. The second child will repeat. So any child who is forgetting the word or is changing the sequence, he is out. So if you will see, this game will not take much time because children will tend to change the order of the words. And the last who remains is the winner. Okay? Okay. So after this, we have the Magic Cup game. Now, what is this game? This is among the memory game kids, and it is focusing more on the concentration level, how much the child is paying attention to what you are teaching them. So what you will do is, you will take 3 paper cups and a coin. You can take a small ball also. Okay, you can take any other object also if you don't have a ball or a coin, but a small object. Okay, and what you need to do is that you will just invert the glasses, like flip it down as shown in the picture over here in one single line. And out of all the 3 glasses, the object which you have chosen will be there in only one single cup. Now what you will do, you will show the glass to the children. Just lift the glass and show where the object is. Now what you will do with your hands, you will just move the cups here and there. Okay? Just jumble it. And then each and every child will come and tell that where that object is. They will lift the glass. Suppose they've lifted the glass, the object is not there. Send them back. Ask the next child to come. Okay? The next child will pick up the third one. So this is how, children will come and choose the right one. So whoever will choose the right one first is the winner of the game. And you can do this game multiple times, like 4 or 5 rounds, or there are 6 children, so 6 rounds you can do. That way you can do. Apart from this, there are other memory games also. Okay, like the game of Atlas. Suppose you have elder kids around the age of 12 years, 13 years, or 10 years. So what you can play memory game with them called Atlas. What happens in Atlas is that a child will start with a word, any place in the world that will start with letter A. So if the first child has said America, America is ending with again A. The next child will say another place like Andaman. So Andaman is ending with N. The next child will start with a place starting with N. So it can be Nagaland. Again ending with D. So the next child will say Denmark or Delhi. Okay, so it will keep on going in a group. So the child who is not able to say the name of any place will be out of the game. So this is how the number of players in the group will keep reducing, and the child who stays till the last is the winner. Anyone of you have any idea about any memory game or concentration game? You can please share with us. Anyone wants to share any memory or concentration game with us? Anyone you want to say, or we should proceed ahead with the next one? So this is memory game kind of thing. And every week you can plan for, 2 to 3 games. If you're planning for a 3-week class or a 2-week class or 1-week class, you can make it little more exciting by introducing new games every day. Or there are 3 over here. I have told you 3 memory games. You can add 2 to 3 more. So total you will have 6 games. And if your summer camp is for a week, every week you can play 2 games. Every week you can play 1 game. Or if it's only for 1 week, so every day you can play a game. So that is how children will enjoy. Okay. Next we will have experiment. Now in experiment you have to show the demonstrations to them. Like you have to collect all the materials before and you have to show the experiment to them. So for that you will be needing materials. So the first experiment which you will be conducting will be called homemade volcano. You can use or inculcate any of your experiments also. There is no problem in that. I would want any one of you to come up with your ideas also. That would be very great. So the first type of experiment is homemade volcano. How can you create a volcano at home? So for that, it is all related to geography, or you can call it chemistry, because we will be using few of the things. The first one is that you will need a small plastic bottle, baking soda, vinegar, any coloring food. It is not important. If you have, you can use it. Dish, soap, tray or basin to contain the mist. So what you can do is you can keep a little more of the quantity, so that once you have shown to the children, now let the children come and do that for you. So that would be more fun for them. They will enjoy that. Okay, when they are coming up and doing it in front of you, even they will learn, just not by watching but also by doing. Okay, so the first is that you will need materials like check bottle, baking soda, vinegar, red food coloring, dish, soap and tray or a basin. What you will do is that you will place the plastic bottle on the tray first, and then you will put baking soda into the bottle. A small tablespoon you can take and put the baking soda. Now it is not important to add color. If you have color, you can add the food color to it, and 2 to 3 drops of soap, liquid soap, into the bottle. Okay, and why are we adding color? So that it becomes more colorful. You can add yellow color also, you can add orange color also. That will look more realistic, like a volcano. And then you will pour the vinegar in the bottle. Now what happens is that when you will do this, the fizz will come out. It will burst out of bottle. Why is this happening? Because when baking soda and vinegar will mix, it will change into fizzy bubbles. So that is how it will show how volcanic eruptions take place. Okay. Now you will also tell them like why did this happen? Why it is being called as chemicals chemistry? Because when baking soda is what? The chemical name of baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. And when sodium bicarbonate is added with vinegar, which is again acetic acid, when acetic acid and sodium bicarbonate is added, it will produce a gas which is called carbon dioxide. Okay. Next we have another experiment which is called balloon rocket. Now what is balloon rocket? It is related to physics. Now what are the materials you will be needing? You will be needing a balloon, a string, a straw and a tape. Now what you will do is that you will take the straw, okay, and then just attach it to the string, or you can use a thread also, okay, and then you will thread the string. You will put the thread inside the straw and you will blow up the balloon, and then again tape it to the straw, and then once you leave it, it will go up in the air. The balloon will propel itself forward. It will blow up or go up in the air. Why? Because the air is coming out. So this will show what? Newton's third law of motion. Now what is Newton's third law of motion? We have all heard about Newton. We have all heard about gravitational force introduced by Newton. So the third law of Newton is what will tell them. And it says that for every action, any kind of force in the nature, there is always an equal and opposite reaction. equal and opposite reaction. So that is how Newton's third law of motion can be hence proved using this experiment. Okay, you can also use other experiments also, like air habit. You can show that air is needed for burning. You can take a candle and then just cover it. You can do that experiment also. There are many kinds of experiments, science experiments, that can be conducted easily with very little materials. Next we have static electricity butterfly. Now this is again related to physics. Now what does it say? You will be needing balloons and very small pieces of paper. So what you can do is that with this, you on that day, if you are conducting this experiment, you can play a balloon game with the children. Okay, bring 5-7 balloons for them and let them also do it, and then you can just play any kind of balloon game, balloon race, blowing the balloon, writing on the balloon, and anyone whose balloon will get busted will be out of the game. Something like that games can also be planned with this experiment. So here we will be telling them about static force or static electricity. Now blow the balloon. Ask the children to blow the balloon, and once they had done with that, ask them to rub their balloon on their hair, and then immediately the balloon near the pieces of paper which you have kept it. So what will happen? The bits of pages with papers which you have done will get attracted to the balloon and it will look like butterflies. So that is why it is saying as static electricity butterfly. Now the result of this will be what? The paper bits will be attracted to the balloon, and attracting demonstrates static electricity's ability to lightweight objects. Any lightweight object can be attracted. Okay, you can do with the help of a comb also. Just rub it on your scalp or your hair and then take that comb to the bits of paper. That same thing will happen. Okay, so the next experiment which we have is invisible ink. Now how ink, there is ink which is invisible and how the color is made. So it is related to chemistry or chemicals. The materials which you will be needing is lemon juice, paper, heat source, and any kind of heat source. Like it can be a candle or a light bulb, anything can be there. So here, what is the process? You will use the lemon juice. So the lemon juice is the liquid which will be used as the ink. Now ask the children to just they can use a brush, okay, to write. But just dip their brush in the lemon juice and write it. So what you can do, you can just squeeze the lemon juice before and keep it ready in the class, and then they will write it. They can write their name, they can write any message, they can just draw a small picture. Now, once they have written it, you have to apply heat on that lemon juice, on that candle, and then that will show the message or whatever is written. Now, what is the reason? Why does this happen? Because when we add or when we expose lemon juice to heat, it will turn brown. Okay, and that is why it will make the invisible message visible. Now, generally, it is said now while we are cooking, we don't add lemon juice directly on the steel or the aluminium container. Why? Because it will create a chemical reaction. That is the reason. You can give them a small tip that why we don't pour lemon juice on the aluminium container when it is hot. Clear? So this is all about experiments. Till here, anyone has any doubt, you can please ask me. Or any kind of experiment you want to share, any kind of experiment idea you have, you can just tell me.
It's all about fun learning camp, so no problem. Just join it. I'll just share your
Yes, anyone, please, you have any idea, we can discuss about that experiment. If you have something in your mind. Next, we will be moving to the last slide, last category, which is magic. So how you can conduct magic in front of children.
1  mark के लिए कर रहा है प्राची की हासीना हां 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 नहीं कर रही प्राची नहीं कर रही 1 mark के लिए कर रहा है 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 1 mark के लिए कर रहा है
Magic is about the invisible coin trick. So basically, it is not magic. Real magic will not happen definitely. It is you who are telling children this is magic. But you should know the trick to do it. For that, you need practice. So before doing this in front of the children, you can just practice 2 to 3 times that you don't tend to make mistake of them. So here, what is the process? It is very simple and fascinating trick which makes a coin disappear in front of the children and using the light of principle of reflection and camouflage. Okay. So what are the things you will be needing here? A transparent gas, a piece of paper, a coin, a cloth, and a glue or a tape. Now I will just read the instruction to you and show you a video. That video will be shared with you. You can just see there also. So you will do what? You will cut a white paper. Okay, a round paper, same as the size of the glass, the brim of the glass, same size. If this is the brim of the glass, you will cut a this much size paper. Okay, and using the glue or the tape, you are going to stick it along the edge of the glass. And this glass, you will hide it. You will not show to the children. Okay, you have to take 2 same glasses. Okay, in one glass, you will cover the brim with the paper, white paper, same paper which you will be using in the surface, and one without the cover. And make sure that the paper will blend well with the brown when the glass is placed on a similar white surface. Now, how you will set up the trick? You will take the same white paper and place it on the table in a surface. And then you will put a coin on the white paper. Okay. Now you will perform the magic. How? You will hold the transparent glass and show the audience that there is nothing in it and you can see through it. Now just invert the glass and cover it with a cloth. And then you can just do a magic, like abracadabra, gili gili choo. You can just like that and to create a suspense among the children. And then you will place the covered glass over the coin. And then you will remove the glass. What will happen? The coin will become invisible. Okay, I will just show you a video.
इससे यार ये वही ऑरेंज बटन वाले से
Just have a look at this video.
लो हम पता नहीं हम ढूंढ पैसा होते थे
ये मेरा क्या वीडियो लिया है
अच्छा ये इस्तेमाल कर जाता रिकॉर्डिंग अरे पहले बता दो मैं ढूंढ हर बार चेक करता था हो रही रिकॉर्डिंग में दबा की कंट्रोल
ये तो कह रहा है ये वाला तो ऑरेंज वाला बटन इसको दबा के बंद हो जाएगा
इसमें बंद कर तो बंद हो जाएगी हैं बटन नहीं दबाना
कौन सा बटन
क्यों
I hope you all can see it.
बेटा वो कह रहा हूँ समझ नहीं रहा कह रही वीडियो शूट फिर उसका
Okay. Now you can see.
As a quality
ये तो कैसे करते
to find out which card was selected. So
क्या कर रही
हम खराब चीज देते हैं ना.
कैसे कर रही
ये क्या कार्ड यहाँ क्यों पड़ा है? प्लीज
today I'm going to perform the first magic trick of the 6 magic tricks. The first one is going to be performed by Coin. He has power to get invisible. Let me see if Tilly does it or not. Let me keep the coin.
See how the child is putting the coin.
Keep the glass over here. Now say it along with me. Abracadabra, gilly gilly choo. And the coin has disappeared. Oh no, it did not disappear. I think coin did not perform his trick properly. Let me tell him how to do it again. Do it properly, coin. Okay, I think coin has learned his mistake. Let me try it again. Let me put the coin again and abracadabra, gilly gilly choo. Oh no, it did not do it again. I need to scold him now.
Please have a look. You will understand. See, the child has changed the glass over
Again,
here.
do the same magic trick. Let me put this thing and let me put the thing over here. Say it along with me. Abracadabra, gilly gilly choo. Oh no, the coin disappeared. The coin finally did its trick.
Have you noticed how you keep delaying the things that matter most?
Okay, sorry, the ad
You
is
plan
here.
your goals, you even get excited.
Okay, next we have swimming by lemon. Now it is again another experiment. I will just tell you. Let me explain you first and then I will just tell you. So this is clear how you will do this magic. Anyone has any doubts, you ask me.
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay. That is how the coin will become invisible. Next we have the multiplying straw. Now what you will need two same straws, a pair of scissors and glue or a transparent tape. You can take anything which is transparent or a clear glue or any transparent tape. So you will take one straw and cut it into two equal halves. And then what you will do, the two halves, you will attach one half of the straw to the full length straw, which is using the glue. Make sure it is aligned, that means it is straight. It is looking like one single straw and it should not look that you have added or attached a small piece. Now you will hold the straw in such a way that the place where the attachment is being seen, it will be not seen. Okay? Now, you will show the single straw to the children while keeping your fingers again positioned over the attached section. And then slowly what you will do, you pull the full length straw, releasing the hidden half of the straw. That will create an illusion that you are splitting the straw into two parts. Okay? Now, what is the secret? The hidden attachment will make it appear as if one single straw is splitting into two parts. That is why I told you the part where you will be joining the straw, that you should hide it with your hand. Okay? You will be seeing the video, then you will understand. Next is floating pencil illusion. Here what you will do is that, this is very simple. You will need a wrist watch, a big pencil and a normal pencil. Okay? What you can do is take a new pencil and take a small pencil which is sharpened. So steps to perform this trick will be what? You will wear the wristwatch on your hand and take the big pencil and slide into the wrist like this. You will just let it go like this and covering the big pencil underneath your wristwatch. It will not be seen to the children. Okay? Like this. Make sure your fingers are wrapped around the regular pencil naturally so that the secret is not revealed. Like this. You will again take like this and children will not see the hidden pencil. The trick is what? Secretly fix the regular pencil against the wristwatch. Slowly loosen your grip and like this you will do. So they can just see that the pencil is floating in the air. Because of the hidden pencil, it supports the regular pencil will appear that it is in the air. It is not attached to something. It is again shown to you in the video. You have to practice this. Okay? All the magic tricks and all the science experiments which you will be doing, you have to practice once at least before the summer camp session. Next is the magic trick where one coin will become 2 coins. Now what is this? You will need 2 coins in your hand and you have to use your thumb and fingers. Position 1 coin in such a way that it is visible to the audience. And the second coin which you have, it should be hidden before the first coin. That means one upon the another. And it is not seen. How will you show? How will you present it? You will show the audience a single visible coin which is seen, keeping the second one concealed or hidden behind the first one. Use your finger and palms to maintain the control of the hidden one, and that is how the coin will become 2 when you shoot. Okay? The last one we have is lemon floating trick. Now you will take a transparent glass and fill water in it and ask your children what will happen if I drop the lemon in it. children will say what? Someone will say it will float, someone will say it will sink. Now let them see what will happen. Okay. Now you will take 2 glasses. You will not tell them that you have 2 glasses. One glass will have plain water and the other one will have salt dissolved in it. Now when salt is dissolved, you will keep the salt ready before, okay? Salt water ready before, so that they will not know that you are adding salt or salt is added to it, because we cannot see if salt is added to water because they are miscible liquids. Now you will do what? First you will put the lemon in the normal glass where there is no salt, so it will sink. Now you will tell, if I put the lemon in it, what will happen? It will float or sink. Just change the glass of their side. And now if you're putting the lemon in the salt water, it will float. Why? Because the density of water becomes less when there is salt. So this is the experiment. The next experiment is, you will need tissue paper. You can take any filter paper. You can take kitchen roll. And you will need 2 transparent glasses, water, and 4 different color sketch pens. If you don't have color sketch pens, you can take food colors. If you don't have food colors, you can take skins. Now you will prepare the tissue paper. How? You will take the strip of tissue paper. Just tear it. On the bottom edges, just make 4 different colored lines using the food color or the sketch pen. Sketch pen or brush pens will definitely be the best one. Now you will just put 2 glasses which is filled with water, but only in the small amount. Okay. Dip the bottom edge of the tissue paper in one glass and the other bottom edge in the second one. What will happen, you know? The water will start moving in the tissue. That means the tissue paper will absorb the water and the water will also be carried. And after some time, if you will see, the tissue paper will be blended with colors. It will become colorful. Okay. This is also called capillary action. It says that when water will move up or against the gravity because of the gaps in the tissue paper. Okay. So this was our experiment, magic one. So we are done with this. So all of you, any doubts till here? We are done with our entire camp training. So please feel free to ask me.
Yes. As you can see, we're pretty much on the same level.
Any one of you have any doubt?
Hey, fun. Oh my god. Was that Anatoly Nakamura? Who? He's a grandmaster who peaked 2800? The creator of the Chunky Monkey Funky defense.
Okay. Ahilya ma'am, are you there?
Well, believe it or not, we drew. No. Yeah. My oh my. What a weird.
Or hummingbird, I think, I don't know your exact name. Hummingbird, can you please unmute your call and tell me if there is any doubt, anything you want to say about the training, any doubts, any discussion you want to do?
It's a website. .com. .org. Okay. What is it linked to? APICOFUFU.
Jyoti ma'am, Latha ma'am, Sharmila ma'am, so Shushma ma'am, any doubts, please tell me. I would want you to discuss. No doubts, okay. Anyone else? Okay. So Maya ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm done now. You can just take over.
Yeah. So hope any doubts are there? Any doubts if anyone has to ask Ritika, ma'am?
No doubt.
Yeah. And we have shared one link also, YouTube links. You can follow that link. All the recordings, the previous trainings, what has happened and now which has happened, everything will be added into that. And I have shared for everyone. Kindly follow that link and keep updated about it. Okay?
Okay. And the magic show trick you can just share also, no? They can follow.
Yeah, ma'am.
magic trick way is also there. You can just share with them. Okay.
Yeah, yes, we will add it to that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, all of you.
If there is no doubt, we can end the session here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, all of you, for being a part of this.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Welcome.
खत्म हो गई प्रभु। इतना ज़्यादा नहीं चल रहा था तो मुझे मालूम चल रही थी, पर ख़त्म होने वाली थी, ये मुझे पता है।
मुझे पता नहीं था ना, नजर करूँ
तुमने ऐसा क्यों किया बेगम ऐसा?
क्या